Yo guys, it's Mighty, and in this video I want to talk about the best budget IEMs on the market. These are the Truthear Gate, and I've been using them for about 2 to 3 weeks now, and I've really just been loving how they feel, how they sound, and how they perform in game. I'll also be comparing them directly with the Zero Reds, since those are my main IEM and the go-to recommendation for gaming IEMs. Let's get started. The IEMs come in a package like this. They are relatively small, but you don't need to pack much, considering it only comes with the IEMs. On the back, you have the waveform signature of the IEMs itself. Sliding out the top sleeve, you come to the main compartment. Directly inside, you have the IEMs on the top, with the wire already connected. The box below that contains all the ear tips for the IEM, since they don't come with ear tips already installed. It is a little pouch that you can use to store the IEMs. I use this to store my Critical Zero Reds when I weren't using this, and this is a very high quality pouch. It is magnetically connected, and you can open it up by pressing on the inside or squeezing on the outside, and it's really nice. It does hold the IEMs very well, and I didn't find that it opened at all while I was storing them. I really like this pouch. I wish the normal Reds came with something like this, since it does feel and look very nice. Coming over to the housing itself, it does come in a transparent housing where you can see the internals. One of the IEMs has the Truthear logo, and the other one has the name of the IEM. These IEMs are pretty small. They're definitely not the largest IEMs that I've tried. They fit relatively well into my ear, and I really like the way they feel. Compared to the Reds have much more of a bulky and more angular housing, and they don't feel as nice in my ear, especially this top part rubs directly against my ear, and after a few hours of use or a few days of constant use, my ears do start to hurt, and it does feel a little bit uncomfortable to keep them in. Another thing about the outside is that another thing that I really like is that the actual part that goes into your ear is also not very long, so it doesn't stick that far in and make the experience very uncomfortable for me. So I really like that. The part that goes into your ear on the Reds are much longer and overall are not as comfortable as the ones on the Gate, so I do prefer that. On the Reds, I also feel that the inside of my ear becomes itchy or uncomfortable after a few hours of use, and with the Gate, I haven't had any issue with that. Now talking about the cable is pretty thick and also pretty nice, and the cable isn't too malleable or bendable where you feel like you might break it, and it definitely has that quality and thick feel that you do like. The cable that does come with the Reds, however, does feel a little bit higher quality. It feels a little bit nicer to touch as well as when you're wearing it. It's a little bit lighter and much thinner. You can definitely bend around the cable, so you can mold it to how you do like it in your ear. And overall, I do like the cable on the Reds a little bit more. Now, directly talking about the quality and sound of these IEMs, I do feel like they're very good for the 20 bucks that you do get for these. The sound quality is pretty nice, and overall the dynamic range of these IEMs are very good. I did find that they were a little bit lackluster in the bass. Having that presence didn't really have the detail that I wanted and that I was expecting from these IEMs, so that was a little bit of a downside for me. Another thing about these IEMs is that they weren't able to break apart the sound of the music or of game footsteps as well as the Reds were. The Reds were really able to pull sound apart and make it so that sound were coming from different areas, while for these it was more uniform and overall together, while I did have better listening experience on the Reds. While gaming with these IEMs, they were really good. I didn't really find any times where I was confused where the player was coming from or where the footsteps were coming from. The surround sound on these are very, very good, and they are to the level of the Reds. However, with the Reds, I am able to find exactly the spot where the enemies are coming from or exactly where the footsteps are coming from. However, with the Gate, the footstep audio as well as where people were coming from wasn't as clear but still defined. I do really recommend these IEMs for $20. I think they're an amazing pick if you either don't want or if it's your first IEM that you're thinking about getting and you don't want to go all the way up to the $50 point. You can definitely try these, see if you like them, see if you like the feel of IEMs and the sound that they have, and you can definitely upgrade to the Reds later on. This is my first IEM review, so thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, peace.